So, as I was saying before in my last video, that when my mom started paying attention to my father more out of curiosity, and I'm sure as I know that if somebody told me something about someone, you start paying your energy towards that person. And I think that's where my mom's web started, because she probably was paying attention to my father, not of wanting to be with him, but more out of curiosity of what kind of man he was. And so, but what happened there was probably my dad noticed that she was noticing him. And as a narcissist would, keep your enemies close, right? So he drew her in some way. I did ask my mom, did she end up cheating on her husband to be with my father? Because that's one thing I kind of thought about, because I had some stories that my mom had told me, but not everything. And so to me, I was like, as I got older, I thought, well, maybe my mom cheated on her husband and my dad cheated on his wife. But that was not the case. My dad was already divorced from his wife when he met my mom. And my mom, when she first met my father, was married and ended up divorcing Sergio because he was an alcoholic, number one, and she wasn't in love. And so when she divorced Sergio, my half-sister Jeanette, was about 5 years old. And my dad also had a daughter, Margarita, which was about my older sister's age, from what my mom tells me. And so I think my dad started, after realizing that she was divorced, started pursuing her. And again, my dad was very charismatic and smart, my mom said. My mom never spoke English. She's like 80 and still struggles with the English language. So I see why she was drawn to him. But she didn't realize his intentions were purely selfish and evil. And that's where my mom got caught up in his lies and everything.